Okay, so we are going to start up with our lymph, which is tissue fluid. So let's begin reading. So as the blood passes through the capillaries in the tissues, and some water along with the small water soluble substances also move into it. Okay, and we used to leave the larger proteins and most of the formed elements in the blood vessels. So this fluid release out is interstitial fluid, or we can say the tissue fluid, we can say interstitial fluid, we can say, and the tissue fluid, we can say. Okay, so it has the same mineral distribution as in plasma. It will have the same mineral distribution, and exchange of nutrients, gases, etc. will take place between the blood and the cells. Okay, through this fluid. So through which fluid? Lymph we are talking about. Lymph. Through the lymph, it will between the blood and cells, it will take place. It will exchange the nutrients and the gases and etc. And an elaborated network of vessels is called lymphatic system, and it collects this fluid and drains it back to the major veins. Okay, collects and drains it back to the major veins. Okay, and major veins, the fluid which is present in the lymphatic system is called lymph. The fluid which is present in the lymphatic system is a elaborated network of vessels, like this elaborated network of vessels is our lymphatic system. And the lymph is the fluid which is present in this system, and it is responsible. Lymph is also colorless fluid, as we have discussed that it RBCs are colorless, and lymph is also colorless fluid which contains lymphocytes and are responsible for our immune responses. And lymph, which is responsible the lymphocytes. Okay, next, what is it saying? It is saying that how it happens. Okay, so we know that lymph is colorless, and lymphocytes are responsible for the immune responses in our body. Lymph is also an important carrier of nutrients, as we have the important carrier like blood, but lymph is also an important carrier as it takes the nutrients, hormones, and etc. And fats are also absorbed through the lymph, which is present in the interstitial villi. Okay, let's talk about the circulatory system, that how the circulatory uh, patterns takes place. Circulatory patterns are of two kinds. Like we have two kinds of circulatory patterns, which are open and closed. Open circulatory pattern is present in the arthropods. It is present in the arthropods and mollusks, in which the blood is pumped by the heart through the large vessels, like open spaces. It is like if it is an insect, or we can say it is an arthropod. It is an arthropod, or we can say mollusk. So what happens? It is the body cavity. It is the body cavity, or this will not have the small veins or the blood capillaries that we have in our body, but simply a open space, or we can say the body cavity, through which the blood, large vessel, only through the large vessel, like we have the numerous large number of blood vessels, and these are very small, or we can say a large number of, but there will be the body cavity only, or a large vessel in the arthropods and mollusks. So this kind of system is called as open circulatory system, and it is present in arthropods and mollusks. And open spaces होते हैं and the body cavity, and that is called as sinuses. Sinuses are present in arthropods and mollusks. let's talk about the closed circulatory system. In the closed circulatory system, it is present in the annulates and chordates, in which the blood is pumped by the heart and always circulated through a network of blood vessels. There is a number of blood vessels through the heart. It will go into the blood vessels and it will get circulated from that. So it is like closed system. We have the closed system, closed pattern of transfer of the transportation of blood. And all vertebrates possesses a muscular chambered heart. Fishes have two chambered heart, we know, and in which an atrium and a ventricle. Amphibians and reptiles, amphibians and reptiles, but there will be some exception, and the exception is of crocodile. Crocodile comes under the category of it, but it is not three chambered, it is four chambered. Okay, so it is one exception, and it is written that in amphibians and reptiles except crocodile have three chambered heart with two atria, in which there will be two atria and one ventricle. Okay, and it is written that crocodile, birds and mammals possesses four chambered heart. Crocodile comes under the category of reptiles and amphibians, but it is four chambered. That's why we have some exception in it, because crocodile, birds and mammals have this.